All right, thanks for joining us tonight at 11. Big news in the Circle City tonight. A longtime Indianapolis Colts owner, Jim Irsay, passed away earlier today at the age of 65.
Amber, this is something that's being felt around the NFL and around the city. Mr. Irsay had really been the face of the franchise, much more than any NFL owner really over the course of the last couple of decades. And for 40-plus years, some part of Indianapolis has really felt Mr. Irsay's circle in some form or fashion. His entire life had been the Colts. His dad, Robert, moved the team here from Baltimore in 1984. When the Hoosier Dome was new in downtown Indianapolis, Jim started as a ball boy, worked his way up the ranks. He was just 24 years old when he was named the team's general manager. And then in 1997, he took over as sole owner of the team, the youngest in the league at the time. He drafted Peyton Manning, of course, #1 overall in 1998, spearheaded that decision, and the decade that followed took the Colts to their highest of heights with multiple division titles, a Super Bowl championship, and their move downtown to Lucas Oil Stadium. The last years of his life were dedicated to mental health and the creation of the Colts Kicking the Stigma initiative and the Jim Irsay collection, where he brought his love of music to millions of fans around the world.
Irsay also dedicated a lot of time and resources towards his philanthropy efforts. And tonight, Hoosiers are remembering the impact he had on our city.
It's really shocking. I know he was only like 65 years old. I know he's done a lot for the Colts organization. He poured his heart to the team.
His heart was full of generosity, always giving back to Hoosiers in a big way.
From what I hear from people who knew him, he was a good man and he really took care of the people in the city.
Jim Irsay made philanthropy a daily endeavor. From his charitable contribution, community outreach, mental health, education, Irsay was committed to being part of a bigger vision, changing communities for the better.
It's because of him, you know, half of these buildings are still here. It's why the sports teams are still here. But then, you know, as soon as he passes, you hear something like he donates $3 million to IU and he does things for Kick the Stigma. And I think that's so important because, I mean, mental health today, it's such a huge deal. And if you don't have the Lord, you don't have your mental health, you have nothing. So it's a big deal.
Over the years, Kicking the Stigma has committed more than $31 million to mental health research and awareness, working to remove barriers to access and help every Hoosier find care in their community.
I wish I had the words for it because it's just so shocking and really sad. So I just hope that, you know, he's watching up from the heavens today. Once we have the 500 and watching the Pacers.
Don't cry because he's gone. Just smile because he was here at one point and he could, you know, help people in the ways he did.
We're seeing reaction from fans, former players, other teams who are remembering the Colts owner, really his legacy being felt around the league and remembered here tonight. Roger Goodell, the NFL commissioner, released a statement after news of Irsay's passing, saying, "Apart, we were deeply saddened to learn of Jim Irsay's passing today. Jim was a friend and a man deeply committed to his family, the game, the Colts, and the Indianapolis community. He led with integrity, passion, and care for the Colts players, coaches, and staff, and his courageous work in support of mental health will be a lasting legacy."
Longtime Colts player Peyton Manning posted on social media about his former owner, saying, quote, "He was an incredibly generous and passionate owner, and I will always be indebted to him for giving me my start in the NFL. His love for the Colts and the city of Indy was unmatched. His impact on the players who played for him will not be forgotten."
And one of the other Indianapolis teams releasing a statement about Irsay from Pacers Sports and Entertainment, saying, "Apart, Jim took the time today to cheer us on. He was more than the owner of the Indianapolis Colts. He was a transformative figure for our city and state." You can see the full statement and more reactions to Jim Irsay's passing as our coverage continues on WRTV.com, and check out the story there.